War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world, but war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened. It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
That's the front down there. These guns are pounding on our guys. Let's take them out. thing and let's go. Take that, you red bastards! Move out. Let's blow this beast apart. doubling down. Yeah!
Damn fine work you did taking out those guns. Damn fine. Unfortunately, while you were up there climbing mountains, we were down here getting our butts kicked. The Chinese decided to use our field HQ for target practice, and damn near blew us all to pieces. We lost some good men, including my strike team commander, Colonel Patterson. I didn't call you down here for a pep talk and cigars. You've earned yourself a field promotion, soldier. As of this moment, you're taking over Patterson's strike team. And before you thank me, you better wait and see what your mission entails. There are 3 hardened targets that stand between us and the Chinese headquarters. That's where your strike team comes in. Follow me over to the situation map and I'll bring you up to speed.
Lieutenant Thomas Morgan, Intelligence and Logistics at your service. I point, you shoot.
Okay, pay attention, soldier. I'm only gonna go through this once. We've set up our new field HQ down here. The area is pretty secure now that the artillery guns are gone. The first of the 3 targets we need to handle is their Chimera depot over here. Be careful on your approach. You're gonna have to get through the enemy camp on the way. Once you breach the perimeter of the depot, you need to take out both of the main fuel tanks. Your second target is all the way over here. The Chinese have set up a listening post set into the side of Callaway Ridge. There are some abandoned mines along the route, so keep your eyes and ears open. It's a great place for an ambush. You need to clear the place of personnel, so we can get our intelligence boys in there to start decoding. Once the first 2 targets are down, the last obstacle standing in the way is their damn pulse field. You need to cross it, then cause it to overload so we can mop up the place with the T-51Bs. Let me warn you now, unless you have some sort of a death wish, I wouldn't even go near the field until the first 2 targets are down. Lieutenant Morgan will be your eyes and ears for Operation Anchorage, so get everything else you need from him. Uncle Sam's invested a lot of money turning you into a killing machine. Time to pay him back. Dismissed! How's our boys in the suits doing?
The T-51B units are at 95% readiness level. We've had a bit of trouble adapting them to the cold.
Well, tell those men they need to be ready. As soon as the pulse field is down, we need them cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
Absolutely, sir. I'll make sure they're ready. So, you're in charge of Patterson's suicide squad, huh? Hey, all I got to keep me warm out here in this freeze box is my sense of humor. Anyway, I'm here to give you a hand with intelligence and logistics. Whatever you need, I'm your guy. Don't worry about it. Sergeant Montgomery will be your squad commander, and he knows all the ins and outs of the team. If you need anything, like reinforcements or status reports, just speak to him. So, what else can I do for you before you hit the field? Okay, that's what I'm here for. Uncle Sam's made it really easy for you. All you have to do is use Patterson's terminal here in the command tent. Use the recruitment markers I gave you and choose your team members any way you see fit. Then head outside to the barracks and your units will be ready to go. No way. The bigger your strike team, the bigger your footprint on all the Chinese sensing devices. You need to think small. The recruitment markers I gave you will recommend what size you keep your team in order to maintain the smallest footprint possible. So to put it simply, You pick a big, clunky robot, and you won't have much room left in the team for many other units. You decide. You can always speak to your strike team squad leader and requisition a new unit if you've lost one. Okay, whatever you need. That's my specialty. What target did you need a report on? You've got 2 fuel tanks to destroy. One in the central courtyard of the facility and one near the rear gate. This place is one tough nut to crack. Not only do you have the Chimeras to contend with, but the place is heavily populated by infantry. Okay, whatever you need. Can do. Just use the requisition terminal here in the command tent. Pick whatever loadout you need, and the terminal will dispense a requisition tape. Bring it to the quartermaster officer and you're all set. The government sure loves its paperwork, doesn't it? Sure. What did you need to know? Yes? Put simply, it's a co-opted mining rig that's been changed into an armored vehicle. Bigger and tougher than any tank we have in our arsenal. The Chinese fitted the vehicle with multiple weapons, reinforced the armor, and outfitted them for long range. Take the explosive charges I gave you and locate both of the fuel tanks. Just stick them on and boom! Couldn't be easier. I wouldn't stand too close to admire your handiwork, though. The fireball will likely take your head off. Well, I don't know about you, but if I was running across the main battlefield, I'd like a few less of those monstrosities shooting at me. Take out the depot, and they have nowhere to rearm and refuel their armor. Otherwise, they'll blast your team to bits. Absolutely. Go on. Absolutely. Okay, whatever you need. You watch yourself out there. The Chinese army's one of the best fighting forces on Earth. Sir. Well, looks like we're working together again, sir. General Chase assigned me to the strike team. And thanks to your promotion, I guess I'll be saluting you from now on. Hell, saluting is the least I can do. Do you have any idea how many of our guys you saved by taking out those guns? All in a day's work, he says. Yeah, sure. Every day I wake up and single-handedly infiltrate a commie-infested base on a suicide mission. With a role model like you, our boys are gonna turn into killing machines. That's the spirit, buddy. Now, on to bigger and better things, eh? Well, everyone's ready to go kick some commie ass, sir. What are your orders? Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the ice camp.
Sir. Everything appears to be in order. Here you go. Sir. Help yourself. Anything you need should be in the ammo crates. Well, you earned a lot of respect with the soldiers for what you did to those Chinese artillery guns. Tell you what, take this extra gear with you. Requisitions be damned. If anyone asks, it fell off a truck. Yes, sir.
Ice camp's right around the bend, sir. We're holding up here for the moment. What are your orders? Yes, sir. We'll wait here. Let us know when you want us to attack the enemy at that location. Sir, roger that. Attacking the ice camp, as ordered, sir. I'll update you once the objective is complete. Attacking the ice camp, as ordered, sir. I'll update you once the objective is complete.
Attacking the ice camp as ordered, sir. I'll update you once your objective is complete. Over there. Over there. Get him. Got him, prisoner.
Tommy's caught me with my pants down. Don't tell anyone you good hunting, all right?
Ice camp secured, sir. Awaiting further orders. Can do. What unit should we request? It's on its way from the motor pool as we speak, sir. Well, they're pretty much untouched. The listening post needs to be secured, and the fuel tanks at the Chimera depot need to be destroyed. Of course, after all that's done, The pulse field still needs to be deactivated. Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the Chimera Depot.
Hostiles vaporized. Opening fire! Heavy hitters! USA forever!
I'm on this one. Hostiles, mate. Wake up. Vengeance not suitable for you. Get out of my way.
Hostile spotted. Firing.
What are your orders for the strike team, sir? Can do. What unit should we request? It's on its way from the motor pool as we speak, sir. Yes, sir. What are your orders for the strike team, sir? Roger that. Nice work. They've been rolling those Chimeras all over us for months. Good to see them out of commission for a while. I'm gonna order the strike team back to the field HQ. See you there.
Damn Chinese communists are stomping all over us. Time for us to pay them back.
So, what can the Intelligence Corps do for you? That's my specialty. What target did you need a report on? Oh, this place is a honeypot, let me tell you. Not only is it swarming with regular ground troops, but they've put their best guys in there as well, the Crimson Dragoons. I hear those guys start training as soldiers right from the womb, so watch yourself in there. Okay, whatever you need. Sure. What did you need to know? Go on. Basically, you need to clear it of all personnel and make it safe for occupation by our troops. It's a little bit of a rat hunt, though, since you'll have to poke around inside the facility and root them out one by one. The Chinese have a team of commandos they call their Crimson Dragoons. They're pretty much the best soldiers they've got. That listening post is filled with those units. I'd be extra careful in there if I were you. They aren't about to give that place up lightly. Well, the Chinese army not only uses the listening post to spot our forces and relay battle information, they also use it for air traffic control. If we can get a hold of that facility, we can stop them from bombing the living hell out of us any chance they get. Absolutely. Okay, whatever you need. Remember that your strike team members got families too, you know. Let's send them home alive instead of in a pine box. Got it?
The U.S. Army needs more soldiers like you. Carry on. Any word from Washington on... my latest request?
Sorry, sir.
Sir! All right, boys. I'm gonna make you famous. Get yourselves into a heroic. Okay, that's it. Just like that. Old school. Excellent. The Capitol Post thanks you. Who knows? Maybe someone will turn this photo into a statue. All right, boys, try not to die. Okay? God bless you. God bless the U.S. of A.
What are your orders for the strike team, sir? Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the mining town.
Sir. I'll just take care of all your old gear for you, and here are the new ones.
Mining town is crawling with commie forces, sir. We're holding up here for the moment. What are your orders? Yes, sir. We'll attack the enemy at the mining town. Attack on the mining town is in progress. I'll give you a new update when the objective is complete. mess with the U.S. The mining town is now secured, sir. Awaiting your new orders. Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the listening post. Attacking the listening post as ordered, sir. I'll give you a new objective. The mining town is now secured, sir. Awaiting your new orders. Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the listening post. Attacking the listening post as ordered, sir. I'll give you a new update when the objective is... Over there! Over there! Get him! Engaging! Uncle Sam. I'm on this one. Come on. Is that all you got? Engaging! Fire! Get him! to the Great Wall if I have to.
有敌人！
发向你。
Wake up! Benji's got something for you. Right back to the Great Wall if I have to. Young men! 不要！
有敌人！